Remember when companies recruited with perks like kombucha and nap pods? I'm a Gen X recruiter who wants you to really think about the perks that people are going to want in the future. And I don't think Gen Z is going to be bought off with some ping pong tables. So Gen Z is the youngest generation in the workforce, and they're rapidly growing. They're entering a work world that's really unlike any other. For instance, in my 20s, you couldn't get your foot in the door of the company without a college degree. But in a recent report from Intelligent.com, 45% of companies are planning on eliminating that requirement. Gen Z is also staring down the post-COVID era. We're in this battle of remote versus hybrid versus return to work, and then throw in the rise of AI. And so, what could the future of work look like? What will Gen Z value? I think one thing will definitely be career growth. I had to work my way up into being a knowledge worker through collections and then customer service before I was even able to obtain my first recruiting job, which I landed at a job fair after waiting in line to hand someone a paper resume. And my parents had taught me the values of a generation that valued hard work and longevity, and that if you were willing to do the grunt work, it would pay off. But what my recruiting career as a contractor showed me was the other side of the corporate experience and the impact a lack of career growth and advancement opportunities can have. Now, fortunately, this has changed over time, and I think millennials as being the main drivers of that change. But what I really love about Gen Z that I've seen is their ability to handle feedback and willingness to grow. They need the same thing from an employer. And the second perk is definitely psychological safety. So think of a toxic work culture you've experienced, or maybe you've seen in the movie Office Space. Think mind games, micromanagement, discrimination, TPS reports. My generation entered the workforce during the peak boomer era, and things like paternity leave or relaxed dress code or unlimited vacation, we never heard of them. In fact, when we had our kids, I was expected to return to work in a suit on Monday. And so if you weren't the best at office politics, like me, you wanted to be in the office early and then leave late. And so Gen Z has really grown up seeing a lot of things break. They're much quicker to acknowledge failure, and they have a desire to learn from it. And so working for a company that lets them fail and learn without fear will be a highly desired perk that they will be looking for. So what do you think? Comment with the number one perk you'd like or think will be important in the future.